It's the serum that did it. Once that variable was introduced into their population, that's when things started going to shit. The colony began breeding out of control. Gestation was only slightly reduced at first, and for what it's worth, we could handle that. Then it was gradually reduced to half the normal period, and before long there was more of them than there were of us. Our towns were overrun first. Then even our greatest cities fell. We killed hundreds, thousands of them, but it was never enough to stem the tide. The first mutation we noticed was chalked up to rampant inbreeding. Despite their large numbers, their enhanced sex drive had them going to convenience instead of what was good for the colony. Tumor-like bone protrusions started emerging from their limbs, and within a few generations they were fighting each other for dominance using these scabbed-over organic bludgeons. Through the miracle of early maturity, they were capable of reproducing at lower and lower ages. We could see natural selection slowly weaponizing this ungainly aberration. Sure, many of the abominations died. There were great piles of their dead clogging once remarkable roadways and open plains. They'd completely forgotten their habit of moving the dead to their proper location. You could spot the toughest of their ranks by the number of scars they wore. Broken mandibles and missing limbs were signs of power to them. If you went to clear out one of their massive, swelling, throbbing reproduction hives, you needed to target the ones that looked pristine and avoid the hideous fuckers. They eat whatever they can get a hold of. It's been months since anyone has seen a stray dog or cat. Lizards, frogs, snakes, they're all gone. Only the birds remain, and only the fast and agile ones. The nights are completely silent, save for the frenzied rhythmic sound of innumerable coupling brutes. As time passed, they stopped teaching their young, by which I mean they completely ceased all passing on of knowledge. They didn't simply drop the minuta. Young ones could be seen falling to their deaths, ingesting poisons, while the mature ones stood idly by and watched. Only a few still speak in understandable sentences. But all they ask for is more fertility serum. At first, we banned it. Now we can barely produce enough to keep them occupied and away from our last safe zones. None who remain untainted can bring ourselves to reproduce. We don't want to bring any more normals into this horrific, profane world. The earth belongs to them now. And yet we must remember that they are us, the ultimate invasive species.